I just made a clear cake. Why? Because my boyfriend hates my cooking. It's gotten so bad that it led him to say this.
No more clear foods. We're done. No more.
So to say I'm sorry, I need to make him a cake. A clear cake. All right, I got a lot of things. It's too much. I mean, any kind of cake stuff that you could think of and stuff that is just too sciencey for me. Like carboxymethylsucralose. That's what I got. Everything one needs. And we're gonna kind of thug it out because absolutely there is no recipes for this. So I have ideas of things that will work, but we're gonna put them to the test. And let's hope these tests pan out because we have 3 objectives. 1, make a cake with all of Wiggy's favorite ingredients. 2, make sure it genuinely tastes good. 3, surprise Wiggy with it before he gets home in 8 hours. So let's start with the cake base. Now to save some time, I went out and I bought a store cake. H-E-B. For the cake, we're gonna try to blend it up and strain it to see if we can't get a liquid that we can then clarify. Now, if you think this is cheating, it's not. I am on a time crunch and I need to have this cake. Don't pay attention to the piece that I ate. You don't see that. This is just so that I can not have to spend the time to bake the cake. I don't have that kind of time. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna scrape off everything on here. All I need is just the base cake. We just need to get rid of everything, all right? Is that, oh, okay, I dug a little too deep. Okay, well. Ooh. Oh, tell me that that isn't satisfying. It's just hard to tell what is cake and what is icing. Oh my goodness, look at that beautiful. Okay, beautiful. All right, we're already getting somewhere. Now I need to take off all of these sprinkles and icing on the side, and then we're gonna kinda be ready to move on to the next step for sure. This is actually going a lot nicer than I thought it would. Like, I thought this was gonna kinda be a little bit more difficult, but this is going pretty damn good. All right, a cake with absolutely no brim. Here is what I think we're gonna do. We're gonna mash this up. We're gonna put it in a blender, and then from there, we're gonna mix it with a little bit of water, and then we're gonna try to squeeze. And hopefully that is clear enough. That is not clear, that is very milky. Okay, let me put this back in here. I have another idea I could try. Okay, what if I was to skip the step of blending and just try to press out water from a piece of this? Okay, we'll take this little piece of, there we go. Wrap it in the cheesecloth and see if I can't just press some liquid out of there. Some of it's coming out kind of thick. Let me try something. A little bit more water to it. All we're looking for is trying to get cake essence in a watery form. And that tastes like cake. Dear God, that tastes like a goddamn cake. Okay, it's not as murky as, let's say, this. So that's progress. We're gonna try to get even more. All right, now, with our cake water, we're gonna try a couple things to see if we can't get rid of that extra color. Okay, I have a couple ideas. 1, the Brita filter. So I'm gonna test it on both of them. I'm gonna test it on the thick just batter back there, and then I'll test it on this one right here. Okay, so far nothing. Okay, so far actually nothing at all. Let's test this clear one that I slaved over. Let's see what comes out at the bottom for this one. It's not working. I'm at a loss. I was not expecting this one to be so hard. I could also try an egg raft. What an egg raft does is that you put the eggs inside of the liquid, and as the egg cooks, it takes with it a lot of the color. The only thing that scares me with trying an egg raft on this, 1, it's not the same as the other things I've done with an egg raft. With every other egg raft, it's been like a meat or a vegetable, and this is like flour, but maybe flour and protein bind? Someone has to try it. I mean, oof. So we're gonna equally dilute that with half a cup of water, or like 2/3. It still tastes like cake. Okay. Now, egg white. So first we're gonna go ahead and crack a bunch of egg whites into a bowl, whisk with some ice, and then throw it on the stove and let that cook. All right, okay. All right. Now we're gonna dump them in. And now we're gonna turn on the heat, and we're just going to pray that something happens. Something, anything. And while we're waiting for that, welcome to a game show that I made up called Cheese or Breeze. Blindfolded, we're gonna be spinning a Lazy Susan until we stop on a random scent, which could be either cheese extracts or a nice little fragrance from Scentbird.
Oh wait, I'm gonna test it.
While he's doing that, I just wanna talk about the amazing perfumes on Scentbird. Normally with perfumes, I don't go out of my way to buy them because they're expensive, which is why I like Scentbird so much since they have such a large catalog and you can actually try out perfumes. Stop. All right, I'm gonna have you take a big whiff.
You get to choose the odds. This isn't a fair show.
So usually I don't buy a lot of perfumes, but this has been amazing. I mean, I love the idea that I can have travel sizes, I can take them wherever I want, and I had Scentbird pick out a custom one for me. Quite delightful.
I hope I can get to smell one of those.
Stop. Oh!
Why'd you just spray me?
How was it?
Smells good, thanks. All right, stop.
I'm gonna breathe all the way out so I can really take a deep inhale, whatever it is.
Sniff. Blue cheese. I will say, Scentbird do got some good smells. That Burberry was definitely probably my favorite one of the two. Stop.
You didn't let me get one good one? If you're interested in using Scentbird, use my code Angelia or click the link in the description to get 55% off your first order. That's about $8 per perfume or cologne, so it's a steal. Test out a couple of perfumes or colognes that you've been kind of eyeballing, but they're like $500 a bottle. Highly recommend this. It also supports me making as many clear foods as you guys can think of. So thank you so much, and oh, when do we get back to the video now? All right, people, it's time. Oh, what? The egg got like really big and then the egg just like fell. Look, watch, I'm just gonna lift up the whole egg. Oh, it broke. This is the cake water. Oh, it just tastes like egg water. This is the worst clear food I've ever tried to make, probably in my entire life. I don't know if anyone's ever smelled sweet egg, but this is awful. Look at this. What is that? What is that? You guys, ugh. Okay. I think I have an idea. I'm gonna clean everything up. Make it look like nothing happened. EJ knows I'm recording something. We're gonna make him never see that it's cake related. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go buy cake extract. We're just gonna use that to make the cake. That's gonna be the cake flavoring. I would love to have actual cake inside the thing, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay, so we need to go and make the cake base. I'm gonna be using some extracts that I got. I got vanilla extract, I have pound cake extract, and then I have cake batter extract. Okay, so for this, I got these different silicone molds because I wanna make this a layered cake. I know, it's a little ambitious, it's a little crazy, but I'm thinking like layered cake is the way to go. So let's do like a 3-tier cake right there. How is that looking to you guys? The only thing I'm worried about with this one, and why I ended up also getting this one, is because the cake batter is colored. You see that? It's just yellow, so it shouldn't be too bad. Also, time-wise, we have 8 hours. 8 hours from start to finish to get everything done before Wiggy gets home. So we're on a crunch. I am keeping track of the time. We are on a crunch, girly pop. Okay, let's get on to making the entire thing. I think I'm gonna get a bowl. We're gonna start mixing with that, swirl it in, and then throw it on the thing, put some gelatin in there, boom, boom, pow, get those setting. That is the goal here. We need to get those a mixed setting. All right. Now we have these all filled up with water. That way we can get the exact amount we need for each of these in one bowl. All right, so going in. This is clear vanilla extract. Okay, half and half. Okay, that's good. Okay, that is just a splash. Now we're gonna have a light yellow tint to it, but I think it's not gonna be that noticeable. Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with this amount of yellow tint. And then we're gonna fill these up. We're gonna let these set and move on to the next thing. We're gonna throw this on the stove. We're gonna get it nice and boiled up. Now we're gonna take our gelatin leaves, we're gonna cut them up, let them bloom, just letting them soften, and then we're gonna throw them into the mixture while it heats. And we are gonna give it a nice little stir.
And this is what actually is gonna take our liquid and turn it into a solid.
Oh God, okay. It's just gonna have to be a lot of gelatin. All right, it is time. We now can throw the gelatin into discount. Oh my goodness. Magnificent. While these are setting, we're gonna go on to the next item that needs to be prepped. We need to start prepping this edible fondant, actually. Isn't that sound so sick? Clear edible fondant. In a bowl, we're gonna combine 30 grams of gelatin powder, there we go, beautiful, and 60 grams of water. Now, we stir that together. Amazing, spectacular. 1 teaspoon of glycerol. Oh wow, that is thick. Do I have an electric beater? Now, we are going to try to smooth this out. Let's see if we can't, yeah, buddy, okay. Now we're gonna smooth it out with this tool here. Okay, but guys, look how satisfying this is. Look at this, look at this. Look at this, oh my goodness. It is coming up perfectly. Like this could be even clearer, but this is really good, dude. We're gonna put this back for now. We're just gonna keep it laid out. So let's move on to the next thing, which is going to be our filling. Now, we're gonna need to bloom 8 grams of gelatin. I have ice water right here that we can just go ahead and cut up into right now. Okay, all right. While that's blooming, we need to combine a couple things into a pot and weigh them all out. 50 grams of water, 100 grams of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. And then we're gonna be adding light corn syrup. That's a lot. Now, we are going to stir this once or a couple times. Okay, now I'm trying to get this up to 150 degrees Celsius. Oh, it was 105. Okay, all right, take it off. God, I thought it was 150, it was 105. Okay, we are going to add in lemon juice and our bloom, all of our gelatin leaves. Now that is well combined, we are gonna strain it and then put it into a Pyrex bowl. Oh, I was supposed to strain it, shit. That will be our glaze. Now, we're gonna do a little extra step that was not in the instructions, and I hope it doesn't ruin it, but we are gonna add a little bit of our strawberry extract into there. I really wanna add more. What is this? What does this smell like? Oh, it smells like strawberries. Guys, I think this is actually gonna taste good. Yeah, we're cooking. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cover this with saran wrap, and then he said to push it down, and then this is our filling. Oh my goodness. Next, whipped cream. What we're gonna be doing is making like a buttercream kind of thing. This is CMC powder. Now, CMC powder is methylene? Read it for yourself, huh? How about that? What we're gonna do for this buttercream kind of thing is that we're gonna mix this and water together. And actually, that's kind of it. Now we gotta get a little stirring in there. Guys, we're not doing this. We aren't doing this. Okay, this is not mixing. This is not mixing in at all, actually. Yeah, look how thick that is. It's coming in so thick. Does it have a taste? I don't know what that was. We're gonna do the same thing as last time. Really hot water and very little amounts at a time. Now, what I am thinking for this, so it's just not a flavorless thing, is that I got imitation vanilla, also got clear butter. So what I'm thinking is that this is gonna be the buttercream, right? I'm gonna taste it. Okay, yeah, I mean, it just burns my tongue. You know what, I feel like there's a recurring pattern with extracts where they just taste like rubbing alcohol, but with an aftertaste of whatever it's supposed to be. Yeah, so I'm thinking imitation vanilla and some imitation butter to make a buttercream, and then we're gonna let this chill, and then we're gonna pipe it onto the thing. Okay, this is the really hot water. One. Actually, pretty good now. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in the flavoring, butter, and vanilla. Okay, perfect. All right, what I am gonna do is I am going to microwave this, try to get it back to where the air bubbles kind of are all released. I'm gonna put it in a piping bag, and then we're gonna refrigerate that for later. So let's see if that works out, because I just don't want all these air bubbles in there. It's not clear enough, you know? I know I can get this clear for sure. All right, and then we just fold this over the piping bag so it stays on. Okay, beautiful, all right. It is done. It is piped and it is beautiful. We are gonna let this chill in this here bag. And this is going in the fridge for later. I think that's everything. Okay, well, we're not done yet. We still have to decorate the cake. I'm gonna let those chill for a couple hours each, and then we gotta have to figure out, I mean, everything has to come out perfectly, and then we have to decorate it perfectly. Guys, I really think this is gonna be the first clear food to actually, like, unironically taste good as a whole. Like, not just one piece tastes good, like the whole thing is gonna taste good. Slight little issue. I may have overslept, and Wiggy's now on his way home. Hopefully everything is set and ready to, oh my God, this looks way too watery. Listen, worst comes to worst, we just make a mini cake. I don't know if this big one's gonna flip. 3, 2, 1. Oh no, oh guys. Guys, Guys, what is that? What do I do? Okay, what do I do? Okay, one of these has to survive. I'm gonna dump this, okay? I'm gonna dump this and we're gonna go with just one of the smaller ones. Oh God. Here's the plan. We're just gonna have to decorate with what we have. Unfortunately. Oh, this one's doing the same thing, isn't it? Okay, that one's not as bad. Okay, that one is like a blob. Okay, should we just decorate that or should I add I'm gonna try to add this little guy on top. I don't really know how that's gonna work. I can feel it. Okay, maybe if I... You know what? We're decorating the blob. I guess I'm just gonna have to make do. Honestly, you know what? This will just be the make do cake. We'll just put that right on top. That's the fondant going on. Nice and layered. A little bit of filling. And then finally, we can pipe on something. It just looks like a blob. You know, is it clear? Yeah, it's clear. Guys, I'm not having very much fun anymore. I am not live, laugh, loving. Woo! Hey, when are you getting here?
I actually backed in. Am I good to walk in?
I'm gonna close your eyes when you first walk in because I have a little surprise, but yeah.
Okay.
Close your eyes. Keep them closed. Keep them closed. Keep them closed. And take a little back. Take a little step back. Excuse me. Keep them.
Is this a party hat?
Nope. Keep them closed. Sit on this chair. Okay, open them. Surprise!
What is that?
I made you a cake to say I'm sorry for not making cakes or for making clear foods.
Why is it so squishy?
It's a cake.
That's not a cake.
No, it's a special kind of cake. It's this new, it's really popular on the streets. It's like a new it's like a slime. And it's your favorite kind of cake. It's a strawberry vanilla buttercream cake.
At least the sandwich looked like a sandwich. At least the pizza looked like a pizza. This is literally just slime mashed together, cake flavored. Is there cheese in this? Is there cheese extract in this?
No, the goal here was to really make something that you would like. So, what do you think? You wanna give it a little try?
No. You know what? This is the first time it's actually edible. Like it tastes like a cake, I guess. This is probably the closest thing you've ever made. No, good job. No more clear food, sorry guys.
Nope, 30 more years of clear food right here, buddy.
30 more years of clear food!
Yeah!
And even though we were celebrating, I knew that this was a failure. So I spent the next day remaking the cake.
Look at that. Look at that. Look how it's staying up. Like, this would have been the perfect, I could have covered this whole thing. And now I'm so upset. Because why did this come out so bad?
Thank you so much, Scentford, for sponsoring this video. Make sure to use my code ANGELIA to get 55% off your first purchase or click the link in my description.